Now the mother and the daughter. The mother against the daughter, which is not mentioned in Matthew. It just says the daughter against her mother. So Luke first. The mother against the daughter. And the daughter against her mother. And the daughter against the mother. I am going to say her from Matthew. The mother-in-law against her daughter-in-law. When it goes to the daughter-in-law, that's where I can combine from Matthew. So right now it's just Luke. No and, just the mother-in-law against her daughter-in-law. Luke and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. Matthew and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. Okay, so the rest is the same. And the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. So here's how it reads. Suppose you that I am come to send peace on earth. I tell you nay, but rather division. I came not to send peace, but a sword. For from hereafter there shall be 5 in one house divided, 3 against 2, 2 against 3. The father shall be divided against the son, for I am come to set the son at variance against his father. The mother against the daughter against her mother, the mother-in-law against her daughter-in-law, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. I don't really like how that "for I am come to set" is now in the middle of this sentence instead of at the beginning. But again, I just don't know how to fit "for I am come to set" and then at variance with this beginning. The father shall be divided against the son. Because if I switch it, I could put this at the beginning. For I am come to set the son at variance against his father. Then just have the father shall be divided against the son. The mother against the daughter against her mother. But it would be switching the order. It would put the father against the son last. Whereas mother against the daughter comes first, and mother-in-law against her daughter-in-law comes first, in comparison to the daughters against the mother. You know what? I think that if I can take a bit of a liberty here and have this be more dynamic than what originally says here in Matthew. For this first statement, for I am come to set a man at variance against his father. If I could be more dynamic, if I could be more poetic, then I can have the order still in place. Father, son, son, father, mother, daughter, daughter, mother, just like that. And I can have this as the introduction, for I am come to set. And here's how. This is my idea. I could put just how it has in Luke, the father shall be divided against the son, and the son against the father. But before that, I'll just have one statement from Matthew, for I am come to set a man at variance against his father, but I'll have the against his father combined into this verse. The father shall be divided against the son against his father. The think that'd be okay to put against his father in there. So that would leave, for I am come to set a man at variance, as the introduction. But to make it even more of a statement of phrase of just his goal, if I take out the word it means that he'd be talking about man in the general sense, humankind, mankind. For I am come to set man at variance, as the introduction. For I am come to set man at variance. Because if I say a man, I would need to say what he's at variance with. But if it's just man in general, there's going to be variance. And of course, there always was strife before. But now, at least the dividing line can be over Jesus' words. Those who are with him and those who are against him. That's the variance. Are you with Jesus? Or are you against him? For I am come to set man at variance. It would almost be like I'm doubling this statement now, because in Matthew, that's not only the introductory statement, it's also comparing the Son against the Father. So if I have that later, it'd be like I'm repeating it. For I am come to set man at variance. The Father shall be divided against the Son against the Father. That way I could have variance and I could have divided. I could have the introduction for the Father shall be divided, and the introduction for Matthew, for I am come to set man at variance. For I am come to set, and then man added, which I didn't have before, at variance. And in law, I could take out that period from Matthew and say it's just Luke now, and use that period up here. So now it reads, for I am come to set man at variance. The Father shall be divided against the Son against his father, the mother against the daughter, and daughter against her mother, mother-in-law against her daughter-in-law, and daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. For I am come to set man at variance. Or maybe I should just leave that first statement as it is. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father. Then repeat it from Luke. The Father shall be divided against the Son, and the Son against his Father. Yeah, I think this way, it's as if Jesus is saying something as just a proverb that he didn't actually say. I don't think I can leave it like this, because these statements are just about within the family. He even says that later on, verse 36 of Matthew 10, a man's foes shall be they of his own household. He's not saying your foes are to be everyone, but isn't that just inevitable? Everyone who's not with Christ. No, I'm not going to have him say this. I'll keep all these words to make sure the meaning is clear according to what he originally said. At variance against his father. And I will put the period there so that I can start the next verse. This cannot be his. This has to be the. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father. The Father shall be divided against the Son against the Father. It is a bit of a repetition. Well, it's not a bit. It is pretty much completely repeated. It's a little annoying, but I think it's okay.